Alright, so after many years of using the Shure m44-7's, being that they're not made anymore, and I've tried all the different, replacements, the Gico needles and all of that. It's just time to retire them and replace them with a new set of needles. So I decided I was gonna go with these guys right here. These are the DJ QBert Ortofon OM needles, and I've used them before in the past, and I was really impressed with them. Little packaging here, and these ones they mount onto the head shell, as opposed to the ones that are just one full solid needle. That's you just screw directly in. So let's see, is there anything else in this package? Yep, down here at the bottom. Pull this. Oh, look at that. There's your mounting screw, and it comes with its own little weight, which is probably about 4 grams. Some instructions. What is this? This is the weight. The QBert style is about 30 grams. So we'll see how that works when I get to that point. I've always liked these needles. I just like the way they look. I really liked the little Scratch Pickles logo. Yeah, let's get this mounted. So let's pull this off for now. Okay, and then we'll pull the needle off just so we don't damage it while we're mounting. These things are on there pretty good, so we're gonna move that off to the side, and now let's get it mounted. Three, 4. So this is what I'm talking about. Like, this is how beat up these are. They started to separate, and I was just having issues with them. Alright, so first we're gonna hook up the stylus here. If you look, you're gonna see that they're color coded. So you got red, white, there's your blue, and then this is your silver, which is going to be green because it's the only color left. So let's hook those up. So just like that, and then it is hooked up. Okay, now we're going to put our weight on. Okay, and then you will see the weight and the mounting holes there. So let's get the screws. So typically what I'll do is I go from the bottom. So I'll come here like this. Okay, and now that those are sticking up like that, I'm going to put the little nut on there. Alright, so now that we have this here, we can tighten them down just a little bit, not all the way, because what we want to do is we want to be able to move this stylus back and forth, because we need to get this needle positioned correctly. So let's take the needle, we'll put it back on. So you want the tip of the needle to be even with the front of the head shell. Okay, so you shouldn't have anything sticking out in front. So that is why we need these screws a little looser. Now we're going to take these over to the turntables and we'll test them out. Alright guys, so I'm going to show you how to balance your needles. So a lot of DJs should already know how to do this, but if you don't know how, I'm going to show you what to do. So if you're looking at your weight on the back, you should be able to see those little numbers there. Okay, now those little numbers are very important because you can see this little white line here. Okay, this is what's going to help you put the right amount of tracking force or downward pressure on the needle itself. Okay, so you don't want to put too much weight on it, and you don't want to have not enough weight, because that'll affect your tracking. So you need to move the weight back, and then what you should have is your tone arm should be free floating, just like that. See how it's kind of free floating there? And it takes a little bit of time. You got to move this back, move it forward, but you want to make sure that it's kind of free floating, just like that. Once you do that, you're going to put this back on, lock it down, and then you'll move this little wheel here. Okay, you move that to 0, because that is at 0 grams, so that's why the tone arm is floating. Then what you're going to do is you're just going to spin it. That's 1 gram, 2 grams, 3 grams. Okay, so that is the recommended weight. Let's see here. Let's put this on. Okay. Now when we're looking at this, we want to make sure that it's floating as far as the needle itself. See how it's not digging into the vinyl? It's actually got space. It's not tilted down too much. It's actually, riding the vinyl perfectly. And that's what you're looking to get when you mount your needle. You don't want to have so much pressure or weight on the back of the tone arm where it's digging in, and then you actually hear the plastic of the needle rubbing against the record, because you're just going to do more damage to the record and to the needle itself. Now with these specific needles, it takes a little bit of time to break the needle in, so you can either just let them sit on the record and let that little needle break in, because they're pretty strong. So this is the process that you're going to need when you're mounting a needle and a head shell onto your turntable. And like I said, it'll be the same procedure no matter what turntable you have. Alright guys, so there you have it. It's a good needle. I've used it in the past. Like I said, it's time to move on from the Shure m44-7's. So these ones should last me quite some time. So hopefully this video helps you out. Thanks for watching.